Chosen one, you've won a huge jackpot. God has begun to fund you. This is not luck. This is not chance. This is not coincidence. This is a divine declaration, a prophetic unfolding of destiny. For years you have endured the preparation, the silence, and the waiting. But today, the heavens announce your new season. God Himself has stepped into your story with supernatural provision, and what has begun cannot be reversed. This is about timing, alignment, obedience, and favor, all colliding in one perfect moment. When others called it impossible, God whispered, "It is time." This jackpot is not worldly wealth gained by gambling. It is divine inheritance secured through faith. It is proof that God's word never returns void. Today, you stand at the threshold of abundance, and heaven itself confirms that the vault has been opened in your name. Chosen one, this is not just a message, it is a sacred transmission. As you read, something is stirring in your spirit. Pay attention, because this is holy ground. I call you to engage, to activate your faith in action. Write your wishes, the desires of your heart, and as a prophetic act, type the number 777. That number is not mere digits. It is the sign of cycles closing, promises completing, and divine release beginning. When you declare your wishes, you energize the heavens. You are not begging, you are unlocking. These words are keys that open unseen gates. By faith, you align yourself with what heaven has already prepared. This is not superstition, it is obedience in motion. And every act of faith pulls on the flow of blessing waiting to pour into your life. Your rise was never random. Long before your name was spoken on earth, your breakthrough was written in the eternal books of heaven. It was concealed from the enemy, hidden from those who would sabotage it, but it was never hidden from God. Every delay was part of a larger design, a divine chess move, setting you in place for this hour. While you waited, heaven was aligning resources, preparing people, and orchestrating opportunities. This season is not about one day or someday, it is about now. You are no longer in waiting, you are in receiving. The blueprint has been revealed, and it is unfolding exactly as God designed it. You are not stumbling into blessing, you are stepping into pre-written destiny. This jackpot is not sealed by human systems, it is sealed by God. The hand of heaven has stamped approval over your life, and the ripple effect is already moving through the earth. Resources are being released. Recognition is coming from unexpected places. Your name is being whispered in rooms you've never entered, on the lips of people you've never met. Opportunities are being decided in your favor without you present. This is what it means to be chosen. You don't have to fight for recognition, because favor introduces you before you arrive. The world will call it luck, but you'll know it is divine strategy. God Himself has orchestrated this rise, and no one can shut down what He has sealed. Overflow is not about luxury, it is about legacy. God did not fund you so you could simply buy. He funded you so you could build. You are called to ownership, leadership, and stewardship. The famine you endured, the silence you carried, the seasons of lack, they were not punishment, they were training. You learned how to value the little so you could carry the much. And now, the flow has begun. It will not trickle, it will pour like a flood breaking a dam. And as it comes, remember, this wealth is a tool for justice, restoration, and influence. God's funding is about more than personal comfort. It's about kingdom advancement. You are stepping into overflow that has generational assignment attached to it. God could not release this jackpot until you were ready. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, your vessel had to be strengthened. Every hidden struggle was training. Every fire you walked through refined you. Every unseen burden shaped your endurance. Every seed sown in silence prepared the soil for harvest. Now you stand, not as a fragile vessel, but as a prepared one. This jackpot is not just payment, it is proof. Proof that faithfulness in obscurity produces reward in visibility. Proof that your preparation was not wasted. Proof that when God fills a vessel, it is because He knows it can hold the weight of glory. You were tested in silence, and now you are trusted in abundance. This breakthrough is not just blessing, it is vindication. For every no you heard, heaven now thunders a resounding yes. For every time you were overlooked, heaven is now announcing you. What was whispered in secret is now shouted in public. The evidence is undeniable. God is faithful. This jackpot is the receipt of justice. The tables have turned, the scales have balanced, and the proof is in your rise. This is not quiet favor, it is public vindication. People will see what God has done, and there will be no doubt left that His hand is on your life. This jackpot is layered. Money is only the surface. God is funding you in multiple dimensions. Wealth of peace that silences anxiety, wealth of favor that makes rooms shift, wealth of relationships that build legacy, wealth of wisdom that provides divine strategies. And yes, financial abundance is included because your assignment requires resources. But the true currency of heaven is obedience and humility. These were your winning ticket. Your jackpot is layered so you can build in every area of life, not just your bank account. God is resourcing your spirit, your mind, your relationships, and your influence. You are stepping into a season of transformation. Miracles will no longer be rare events. They will become normal. What was once delayed is now accelerated. What was once detoured is now direct. The cycle of waiting is broken. God has made His choice clear. You are the one. This isn't just a blessing, it's an identity shift. You are crossing from hoping to holding, from asking to receiving, from dreaming to living. Transformation is not coming, it has already begun. Being funded by God changes everything. It means you are no longer at the mercy of worldly systems. Your value is not tied to salaries, promotions, or human opinions. Destiny has replaced dependency. You are resourced by heaven, supplied by the infinite. When God funds you, you are free from the fear of lack. No economy, no employer, no critic can control your provision. God Himself becomes your source, and His supply never runs dry. Being funded by God is the highest level of freedom. You are sustained by eternity, not by the fragile systems of man. Prepare for favor that cannot be explained. Divine deposits will arrive in ways you did not plan. Supernatural access will open doors you did not knock on. Outcomes will appear that logic cannot explain. This is unstoppable favor. It shifts rooms the moment you enter. People will say, "We don't know why, but we chose you." That's the fingerprint of God. Favor does not argue, it announces. Favor does not compete, it crowns. And now, favor has chosen you. There is something royal about your spirit, something prophetic about your rise. This jackpot was never a question of if, only when. God waited until the timing was perfect, until your heart was pure enough, your mind sharp enough, and your hands steady enough to hold the weight. You are stepping into your royal identity, not as a beggar, but as a builder. Your story carries generational weight, and your rise is not random, it's prophetic. You were written into the script of destiny as a carrier of divine authority. This jackpot is justice. It restores what was stolen. It is favor It grants what you did not earn, and it is outcome. It manifests what you believed for. Justice balances the scales, favor crowns your obedience, and outcome reveals the promise fulfilled. Together, they form a trinity of breakthrough. You won't just say you are blessed, your life will become living evidence of it. This breakthrough bears the unmistakable signature of God. Doors are opening before you even knock. Rewards are arriving without request. Opportunities are manifesting that only heaven could orchestrate. This is the reward for holding on when everything in you wanted to give up. You have reached the turning point, the shift where hidden preparation becomes public celebration. What once looked like silence was God's signature being written across your story. This jackpot cuts through lies, lack, and delay with surgical precision. Every false narrative spoken against you is severed. Every delay that held you back is destroyed. The veil is lifted, the vault is opened, and the flow has begun. What looked like stagnation was actually preservation. God was shielding your blessing from premature exposure. And now, the breakthrough is here, precise and unstoppable. The mission is bigger than money. God's funding is tied to your vision, your voice, and your velocity. This overflow is designed to propel you into higher assignment. Money is the resource, but mission is the reason. God did not choose you because of qualifications. He chose you because of capacity. Your heart could hold the vision. Your spirit could endure the testing. Your hands could carry the responsibility. And now, heaven's funding propels you forward. This jackpot is evidence of covenant. God never left you, never abandoned you, never forgot the tears you cried in secret. Every sacrifice was stored in heaven's vault. And now, the reward is released. Not because of performance, but because of covenant. Covenants do not break. They break chains. Your breakthrough is rooted in an unshakable promise. God is showing you and the world that His covenant always stands. Right now, alignments are happening in both heaven and earth. Angels are moving assignments into your hands. Approvals are being signed in your favor. Hearts are softening toward your name. Even the land is responding. Opportunities are sprouting in soil you never planted. Creation itself leans in to celebrate when the chosen one rises. You are experiencing cosmic alignment. What was once scattered is now synchronized in your favor. This jackpot carries the divine seal of heaven. It cannot be stolen, blocked, or delayed any longer. God's decree has secured it. What He begins, He finishes. What He funds, He secures. You are walking into guarantee, not gamble. The seal of God ensures your rise is unstoppable. No enemy, no critic, no obstacle can override heaven's decree. You are secured by the unshakable word of the Almighty. Overflow is not for vanity. It is for victory. You have been blessed not just to enjoy, but to impact. This overflow is tied to restoration, legacy, and testimony. Others will learn of God's nature through the evidence of your life. You are not just a recipient, you are a steward. This is not a jackpot for pleasure. It is a mantle for purpose. What God gives you is meant to ripple through generations. Get ready for acceleration. Connections will click like puzzle pieces falling into place. What would take years will now take days. What seemed impossible will suddenly feel effortless. This is not because the work is light, but because heaven carries the weight with you. Ease accompanies assignment when God funds it. Acceleration is not addition, it is multiplication. Your steps will be faster, smoother, and divinely aligned. This jackpot is not local, it is global. Not momentary, it is generational. You are carrying an answer to prayers whispered by ancestors long ago. The overflow will ripple across nations, shift cultures, and impact generations unborn. You are the evidence that God fulfills generational promises. You are standing as the breaker of cycles, the establisher of new legacies. This blessing is not just for you, it's for everyone tied to your name. You are no longer a seeker, you are a steward. You are no longer hoping for blessing, you are living in it. You are now the funded version, the visible proof of God's faithfulness. Every area of your life is aligning with divine endorsement. You carry authority in your words, favor in your steps, and power in your presence. Your identity has shifted. You are not trying to manifest. You are the manifestation. This jackpot is not just money, it is mantle. You have been crowned through fire, refined in silence, and elevated through testing. Now, you carry the authority of overflow. It is not decoration, it is ordination. This mantle authorizes you to move in boldness, build with purpose, and lead with integrity. You are no longer waiting for prophecy, you are living it. The mantle rests on you, and nothing can remove it. Chosen one, this is not a glimpse or a sample, it is the full release. You are called to operate in kingdom authority. Walk with confidence, because your presence now carries deliverance, favor, and solutions. You are not just a recipient of blessing, you are a vessel of transformation. And hear this closing affirmation. The jackpot was never money, it was mantle. God is funding your impact, and nothing can stop the mission He has placed in your hands. You are heaven's investment, and heaven never funds what it does not intend to multiply.